guys, so how are you? Now welcome to our next video that will be having information about settings.py file. So basically we are going to cover all these files. As you can see, I have asgi.py, settings.py, urls.py, wsgi.py, and these files are all automatically created as soon as I start project. Okay, and this is the app which we have discussed in our last lecture, that what is an app, what is the difference between product and project and app. Okay, so now what we will do, first we will go through settings.py file because this is gonna take some time, and after that we will discuss about rest of the files. Okay, so this video will mostly cover only settings.py file. Okay, so as you can see, I have opened the settings.py file, and this is the Django settings for hospital management project. As it is written clearly, that is an auto-generated comment. Okay, so the thing is that basically settings file is the file which has all the settings related to your project. And what is this urls.py? This is basically route all your apps. Basically, you will add an entry here, and you can redirect your website to that particular app. We will discuss it in detail. Okay, so now in the settings.py file, you can see this is the base dir path. Okay, this is the main path where the project resides. So basically the base.dir path would be hospital management. We will just print it and show you that how basically what this base dir looks like. Okay, then this is secret key. For every project there's a secret key. So basically this is related to hashing the things which Django hashes few things. So for that, the key which is used is that secret key. This is auto generated, always keep it hidden. You can see it is clearly mentioned as a security warning that keep the secret key used in production secret. Okay, you cannot like write it like here. You can import it from a variable and just set the variable somewhere else. Got it? Now this is debug mode is equal to true. So what is does this do? So in the debug mode is equal to true, when you see that sample page in our first video, introduction video, that is because debug is set to true. So basically you can import pdb and press debug here to look about all the debug. Then we have allowed host. What is allowed host? Basically you can allow certain websites to be accessing your website. Okay, for example, you can allow certain domains to be accessible by your website. In that case, you can specifically mention that what is gonna do in allowed hosts. Then we have installed apps. So what is installed apps? So basically installed apps are the apps which are already installed in this, and whenever you create a model or create a new app, you need to specify that app in this installed apps. I haven't specified patients and app till now. Just let me show you how we specify it. For example, I will write here this, then I will go to, then you can see the, and when I go to my app, when I click on this double click thing, so this is patients config. Okay, this is the thing which I need to add here. So how we will add the app? We will add it like this: patients. This one, the patients. Then we will write it dot apps dot. When I go to app, this is the thing which I need to import. I will import this. Okay, so this is like how we include our apps, our new apps in the project. So now let's move on to the next part, that is middleware. So what is middleware? Any web app works on a request and response model, right? So basically what happens when a request comes in, the first thing which will it has to pass through is middleware. So you can see we have security middleware, session middleware, common middleware, CSRF view middleware. These are used in forms, then authentication middleware. And so this is very important part, like you can manage all the security related stuff in your middleware. But the thing is that what is important to know, that whenever a request comes into middleware, it goes from top to bottom approach. Like first it will pass this through this, then this, then this, then this, then this, likewise. Okay, but when the response is sent, it goes in bottom to top approach like this. So first it will call this, after then this. Okay, so middleware, middleware is something which is acts as a middle part between a request and your website. So anything which comes from any server, it passes through middleware. All the security related stuff has been kept here, and from that it will pass through your application. Okay, got it? So guys, next is root URL config. So it is nothing, it just specifies your URLs path here. As you can see, hospital management.urls is the path which has been kept here, and this is the urls.py. Got it? So like it is the starting point for your applications. not this one. It is basically just a URLs path for your application. Then we come to templates. So what are templates? You know, like whenever we create anything in a view, we need to show it to the user. So in that thing, where it is where the template comes into picture. So as you can see, we have apps dir true here. What does this mean? This means that when you will create a template folder inside your application, it will be looking for templates file there as well. So basically templates is nothing, it is basically used to show all the templates. It will collect all the templates residing in your application. Okay, so template folder can be in the main app, template folder can be in the patient app. So it will know where to find this templates. Okay, so what is WSGI application? So it contains the full path which the run server will be using. So as you know, what is run server command? Run server command is used to run our application. So likewise, you can see WSGI application, the path mentioned it is in hospital management dot WSGI dot application. So when I go to this path, hospital management WSGI and then application, it is the get WSGI application. So it will get your application which is being called from the run server. Got it? Then we move on to database. We all know what databases are. So you have an option of specifying multiple databases here. For example, this is default. I can copy this and just press a comma and then add one more and just name it test2. Okay, so likewise you can specify multiple databases, and you can create an environment file which will automatically choose which database to use for your application. And also settings provide an option to specify multiple databases. Okay, now moving on to auth password validators. Auth password validator key is used to add the validations for the password which are being used to create new user accounts. So you can see we have user attribute similarity validator. So as the name specifies, it will validate that like what are the attributes and if the password is same as the username or not. Likewise, we have minimum length validator. Likewise, we have common password validator, numeric password validator, and so on. Now next we are moving to internationalization. Basically, what is internationalization? Internationalization is something like when the viewer is watching your website in a different country, then all the output and the language of the website changes at this. So basically we have two standards, I18N and L18N. We if that is being used, we will cover it later. Okay, now we have a static URL folder. This static path is a path where all the CSS, JavaScript and images are kept, and you can use the same to show in your website. Got it? Now we will move on to run the server and see if there are any issues. If not, we will be able to run the server easily. Okay, now you can see my screen. Now let's go to the top. And before that, just write Python manage.py. Just let me check if the folder is correct. No, I have to go to CD hospital management, and now when I write like I'm here, so Python manage.py run server, any port number you would like, and press enter. Okay, so I don't know why this issue is there. Let me check. And okay, so you can see module not found, patience. I think I have made some spelling mistake. I will just change that spelling mistake and PATI. Oh, sorry for my spelling. At times I get confused in all these spellings, man. Okay, so now try to run the same command again. Okay, and you can see my server is up and running. And also, like one more thing which I want to show you is here. Let me show you. This is the base path which I have printed earlier. So you can see the base directory used is hospital management. This is the main directory here. Got it? So please don't forget to like and subscribe. We will add a bonus lecture as well, which will cover the details of settings.py file on in the documentation part. So thanks a lot. Bye bye.